Hello and good afternoon. Let us talk today about something that will influence the entire world starting from today on. Today is the 20th of January 2025, and you all know what day this is. Now, let's talk about astrocartography and specifically about how Trump's planetary alignments projected onto the surface of Earth influence this or the other region. In some places, he is meant to make history. In some places, he is meant to fail or be welcomed. Let's take a look at this. So I am going to, right with you, open up his NATO chart and open up his astrocartography. Now let's click here. The time has been verified by me personally. This is correct time that I'm having here. The 14th of June, 1946, 10:53:46 local time, New York. Well, what do we see? First of all, we are very much interested in this area here. The Mars line, Mars line on Imam Coeli. What is Mars line? Mars line brings very deeply rooted tensions and makes Trump want to assert his dominance. Well, it already manifested with a lot of ideological divides that have been pouring into the social media and the conventional media. It has become very apparent over the past several years. And honestly, if you ask me, it is something that has been cooking for at least the past few decades. The social divide in the country, we're talking about the United States of America, the economic differences, the differences in education, upbringing, they have been crystallized through Trump coming into power. Now, let me try to take a pen and just mark it down for you. So we see Mars um, going straight through Washington, D.C., and this internal power struggle, the clash, more or less will be apparent because of the domestic policies that on this line, while being on this line, Trump wants to implement and to change the domestic policies that are currently there. Very obvious. And now clear all the drawings. Let's close this and let's move on to the infamous Greenland. What's the deal with Greenland, you're going to ask? Well, interestingly enough, we have Trump's Sunline, sun on Midheaven, going directly through Greenland as well as Uranus line. Now, what is Sun on MC? We call it MC in Western astrology. It's usually a place of ambition. It's usually the place where a person gets a lot of recognition for what he is doing or for what he's about to do. It's a place of confidence and dominance, if you will. Trump sees Greenland as a region of geopolitical, I would say, and personal importance because it aligns with his aspiration for legacy and influence. And what is the effect of the Uranus line? You're going to ask me. Uranus right here, Sunline right here, influencing the entire Greenland, left and right. So Uranus on MC, Uranus in general is a planet of disruption, right? So Trump definitely does bring innovation to the country. And he will throughout his term, whether it's going to be a long one or a short one, we will see. Uranus speaks about unpredictability. So, just Trump's proposal to purchase Greenland is seen, by, let's say, some people in the European Union as somewhat unconventional. However, he just highlights the inner desire of Greenlanders to become free, to exercise and enjoy this Uranus energy. Good for them, good for him. There will be definitely a big change coming when it comes to Greenland. And after his term, we will not recognize this place, will transform into, let's say, a place of major significance. Well, we can just insinuate and speculate on Uranus, on MC line, Trump's line going through Greenland. From what I understand, Greenland is rich with lithium, at least lithium, and this area makes it very attractive for to the countries who want to proceed and develop further. Mm, Bring forth their AI projects, build a lot of data centers. It's just a very convenient place to do so. And yes, it is a place of major national security concern. And this place will gain dominance within the next couple of years. Whether we will find out about this, whether we will hear about Greenland or not, but definitely we can tell that Trump's aspirations are just tight to this specific area right here. Now, let me clear this. And I'm very happy we're actually diving into astrocartography today, as not so many people know about this amazing tool, and even less people have gained experience, true hands-on or feet on the ground experience when it comes to astrocartography. You do need money, you do need to have the time and money to travel around and experience just the energy and the vibration of these planetary lines. Well, what do we see here? Let me take a pen. And ta-da, we see Trump's Mars line going through Europe, touching Poland, Ukraine, and many other European countries, including Belarus and part of Russia. Mars on Midheaven speaks about militarizing the nation or militarizing the area, definitely. And does Trump bring conflict to the area? Absolutely, yes, 100%. He provokes disputes within this region. This is very clear. And also, this line is not alone here. We are talking about another malefic line, and this is Pluto on Midheaven right here. A lot of people can say Pluto is the planet of change and transformation. Yes, but it's also a planet of, polarization, I would say, and something that is hidden from our eyes. So I can imagine that within the next few years, whether it's Trump or his vice president in power, we will see. But Trump's legacy is there to stay, and his influence on, let's say, this European region is rather negative. Firstly, because these are malefic planets, Mars and Pluto, together with Saturn as well. And Saturn does influence western part of Europe for sure. And also, we are talking about European Union's resistance to change that will be challenged throughout Trump's time in office, right? So, if you remember, the basic astrology, Saturn is all about restriction. is all about rules. Due to the fact that it is together here with Trump's Venus, we are definitely talking about Trump cutting off the surplus of free money that under Biden administration was generously provided, given to Europe. Um, I would expect that with this astrocartography lines going through Europe, these malefic lines, we will probably see the decline of the European Union per se, or the fall of NATO as an organization in general. With this said, pay attention to your astrocartography lines, pay attention to your ruler's astrocartography lines, and you will be able to predict certain things and events that happen later down the road.